Okay, darlings, pay attention to this because I think this is one of the most important videos that I'm gonna make. I don't know what's gonna be in the future, but this is such a freaking important topic that people don't really understand. And what I'm going to say is that it's not about the aesthetics. Just sit with it for a second there. How the fuck can that be true? Because we are talking about artists right now. We are talking about artistry and creative businesses, creative anything, crafts of any kind. And when you start giving some examples, I don't know, film, drawing, dancing, even cooking, sculpture, I don't know, whatever the fuck you think of. Most of them are based on visuals, and even if cooking, for example, may be based on taste mostly, the visual aspect is very important. But here's the thing. It's not about the fucking aesthetics. It's never about what seems to be about. Even cooking, it's not just in the tasting. And here's what I'm trying to say. It's not about the aesthetics, it's not about the taste, it's not about what seems to be about. But at the same time, it is. The thing is, people don't understand that the way to get to the magical aesthetics, to the magical impact of things, to that magical magnetism that things have, like artwork, it's not about the skill, like learning your craft. It's not about that. That is not talent. That is skill. That is teachable. And anyone can learn that if they have enough perseverance. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. But if they commit to it, they can learn. Anyone can learn any kind of craft. But that doesn't mean that you have talent. Talent is not about honing your skill in that way. It's a completely different type of skill. Talent, as I always say, it's about pure self-expression. It's coming from within. And you know what it is about. If it's not about aesthetics, if it's not about what it seems to be about, what the fuck is it about? It's about energy. And the skill is in mastering the energy. Like anything else in the world, it's not about what you do, but how you do it. It's the energy behind the action. And this is applicable also to talent. It's the energy behind the expression. If you are starting from a place where most artists are starting from, I'm not good enough. Just give me a sec. Oh, so this is what I wrote down, because I knew this is important to mention, that this is the number one trap that artists fall in. They think it's about the aesthetics, and that's why they fool themselves, and society fools them into thinking that they need to learn more, practice more, study more. Comparison comes from there. You start to compare yourself with so many other people that seem to be doing the same thing, and I should be doing a little bit of that, a little bit of the other thing. But that's not talent. That's not the talent comes from within. It's all about your intuition telling you what to do. It's your self-expression. If you see someone that seems so talented and their artwork is mind-blowing and it has that magnetism, it's probably because they are listening to their talent. They are listening to their intuition. But you copying them is you copying their intuition, which is impossible, so it's not coming from you and it's not going to be magnetic. Jesus, it's not going to be magnetic. The magic is going to be killed. Does that make sense? I want you to pay very close attention to what I'm saying in this video, because this is the basic, the core of talent, of artistry, and life in general. But let's keep it focused on talent right now. And I don't want you to listen to me with your mind and rationalize things. It may make kind of sense, right? But I want you to actually feel what I'm saying. Okay, it's about the energy behind it. Don't fall into this trap of trying to be better than X, Y, and whoever you admire or you look up to. It's not about that. Like aesthetics, it cannot be about that, because that's very subjective. It's not about, even if we both draw portraits, you cannot say which one of us draws better than the other. We have different styles. Talent is not comparable. It's something that's fucking unique. You cannot compare something with something totally different. You cannot compare a banana with an apple. They are not the same thing. They are different things. I'm even gonna go further than that and say, I don't know, a banana with a pig. They are like in another category. You know, they are different things. That may be a stupid example, but you get the point. Do you get the point? Talent and self-expression and your craft should not even be compared with something else. And it's not about others comparing it. It's their business what they fucking do. It's about you not giving a shit about any comparison and you knowing your value. It's up to you to decide that this is your value and it's unfucking shakeable. It's not about what others are telling you what your value is. You don't give a shit about that. This is what it is about. Mastering, first of all, in order to master this energy behind your talent, first of all is your trust in you, trust in your talent, trust in the process. Knowing that you are the fucking magician and whatever you do, every move you make, every stroke, every whatever you do in your craft, every idea is perfectly placed. It's like a puzzle piece. And they come together at the end. It may not make sense at the beginning. It's actually interesting because I've been playing around with this technique of what I call chaos artistry. And it's not going to make sense at the beginning. It's going to seem, what the fuck is this? It's so interesting that art comes first and meaning follows. After you do it, when you start doing it, it starts to make so much sense. It's fucking fascinating. So first of all, it's about this trust in you and that you know exactly what you are doing, even if it may seem like you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Does this make sense to you? And then the next thing is skill. But here's what kind of skill I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the one that anyone can learn. Yeah, sure. You can still do that. You can still learn new techniques and totally do that. But do not depend on it. Do not need that and do not think that that is what is defining your talent, because it's not. The skill comes from mastering your energy. And here's what it is. Let me see if I tell you everything that is important. Okay, this is what it is. And this is very interesting because I'm actually starting a challenge soon in my new group on Facebook, Talent is Your Mistress. And this is exactly what we are going to do in this challenge. The challenge is called Chaos Artistry. And I'm going to tell you why. There are going to be 2 steps. The first one is a talent cleanse, which is killing the lies, killing the shadow, killing all the limitations that you have around your artistry and around your talent, your craft, and just purifying it. That's what we're actually going to talk about. First of all, is identifying those limiting beliefs, blocks, whatever you want to call them, and then killing them. And then the next step, this is the most important part where the skill is coming into play, and it's something that you're going to be honing continuously. But it doesn't mean that right now is not perfect the way it is. And it's the balance between flow and control. And it's the stage that I call chaos precision. Because I keep telling you that it's about self-expression and just letting yourself be led by your talent and what you actually want to say, even unconsciously. So it's not consciously. You are expressing whatever comes through you. And you go with the flow. But here's the thing. When you go too much with the flow, you have no control over what you do and you keep going nowhere. You don't even know where you're going. Now, on the other hand, when you are in full control, you are forcing it too much. You are forcing it in a certain direction. And that constrains the energy flow. So the skill that you are gonna be learning and practicing, I would rather call it fine-tuning, is the balance between flow and control. It's precision in chaos. That's why it's called chaos precision. It's fucking fascinating, and it's amazing and interesting to just let yourself play with it and uncover it and explore it. And this is where the magic lies. Trusting the magician, the craftsman, the artist in you. Clearing yourself from all those blocks. And then just playing around with this skill of flow and control. It's fucking fascinating. And you are going to step into a whole new world. Something that you haven't experienced before. So the conclusion, it's not about aesthetics, darlings. It's not. It's all about the energy behind it. And if you are ready to master that, if you understand what I'm saying, even if you don't do it on a conscious level, but you feel that what I'm saying is true for you, join me in Talent is Your Mistress. And soon enough, we are going to be starting this challenge called Chaos Artistry. And have access to me there, and we're going to do some exquisite shit. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, contact me for details. Okay, darlings, bye.